The written word is what fuels our world now as we edge more towards technology all the time. Even though we might not be sitting with a book, those books are what aids us to build the technology we utilize every day. For me, the pop culture helps bring in what they already know, and then we're able to go from there to find out where we need to move forward to help bring them back to a place where they feel comfortable with a book. Because a lot of time, it's not that they hate it, it's that they've been told they can't. I have open lunch every day for our kids here on campus. What I like to do is I like to prepare just a fun activity. When they come in for open lunch, usually it's just quiet time. They can come in and do their homework. I do have laptops so they're able to do what they need to do. They can check out books, etc. But for Library Fun Friday, I like to have a little something extra. They do not have to participate, it's not mandatory. Different little things like showing them videos of some of my favorite artists. I'm a huge Pentatonics fan, so we bridge the link between the music, history of music, and then a cappella. What is a cappella music? And then I will turn to a book that we have if they're interested on the history of music. What Library Fun Friday does for me as a librarian, as a teacher, it makes me not this person above them, and I want to open up their minds beyond the shelves and then how the shelves do integrate into what I'm doing. When I started here 2 years ago, this space was being used for kids who needed a place to go because they were in trouble. And that's not what I wanted it to be. As far as what a library's role is in the middle grades, it's very difficult to kind of pinpoint that down and give it a clear one definition. I think it's tailor fit to your school and to your kids and the climate. Ellen Spittler was my English teacher in high school, and her classroom was very much like I've set up the library. It was very welcoming. There was a lot to see. There was a lot to touch. She always constantly made us question everything that we were reading, that we were writing, and her question always was, so what? So what that you think that? What about somebody else? What about thinking about it this way? How about you turn it on its head? How about you go out and ask this question? Keep learning, keep asking. For me, I learn from these kids every single day. And there are moments where I go, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. And thank you. Thank you for saying what you said. You have to bring yourself to that humility even with middle school, as hard as that is. You have to bring yourself to that because that humanizes yourself. I'm still learning. And we're still evolving because so many people come from all different places. We have a couple of students from Russia this year. We have a couple of students from a few other countries. And with the climate of our world, especially where we're at here in Tucson, it is very difficult sometimes with things that arise on a daily basis, where you stand with certain kids. And for me as a librarian, I'm like a page master. I consider myself a guardian of the knowledge that is kept here, and how do I effectively get that out to this little mini society? and how do they arm themselves with that knowledge? I can't say that my way is perfect. It's not. I'm learning every day. But be you. Find out who you are in the space. And as long as you're not breaking any rules, go with it. My biggest thing for any space that I walk into is I perceive in education, wherever you're working, it's a sacred space. And that goes back to my theater training. Whenever I walk onto a stage, I always have a moment where I look around myself, I breathe, and then I give sort of my thanks to where I'm working. I do that here in the library. If you're not comfortable and respecting your space, you're not going to be able to move forward.